Hey, what is up, you guys? It is Tyler. Welcome back to the Tyler Williams channel. Welcome to another video. I'm recording from my phone again. I don't have much of a choice. If you guys do not know, if you're just tuning in, if you're a new viewer, or you didn't see my yesterday's video, my laptop is a bit RIP at the moment. The battery basically is shot, and I have to send it in for it to get fixed, and it's not going to be fixed for at least 2 weeks, so I will not be able to produce or edit any videos like whatsoever. So I'm shooting everything from my phone, whether it be reviews or vlogs or whatever. I'm gonna be streaming from my Xbox and PS4 sometimes, but as of right now, these are really the only quality videos I can give you guys. So please hit that like and that subscribe button to show your support for your boy at this rough time in his life right now. I have to attend my grandfather's funeral tomorrow, so I'm not trying to throw that in there for you guys for like bait, but still, you know. I have that tomorrow, so I probably won't be able to catch New Japan tomorrow, maybe on Sunday or something. But that being said, I had a video idea. I'm like, ooh, what's it called? WN, the Wrestling Observer News Awards. Basically, Dave Meltzer does the Wrestling News Observer, or he's like co-writer or something. He has some affiliation with the Wrestling News Observer, and he does these awards called the WN Awards every single year. I don't really pay too much attention to them. Last year I took a glimpse at it, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll check it out. So this year I'm like, you know what? I don't have a laptop to work from, so why not do a video where I do my reactions to the Wrestling Observer News Awards 2018. Yeah, it would be 2018 because this year 2019 hasn't really come out yet. So why not do that? So I have my old trusty phone right here on the TV. I'm about to play some Joji. We're about to kick back, relax, and we're about to see what Mr. Meltzer had to say about last year. So let's get into this. Totally not wrestling related. Filthy Frank, the YouTuber, for any of you who know who Filthy Frank is, he's a music artist now under the name Joji. I forgot how I discovered Joji. I think I was on like some YouTube channel and they were reviewing Joji's music, and he said, oh, Filthy Frank, and I'm like, I know who Filthy Frank is. So I go to this guy's music, and at first I'm not really into it because he sounds like he's like murmuring the whole time. But then I listen to some more of his music, and I'm like, huh, he's actually not bad. Like Slow Dancing in the Dark and Yeah Right. I'd be blasting that song all the time while I'm at work sometimes. So it's a little key. For any of you who look at some music to listen to, go check out Joji. Might be your style, might not be. He's kind of one of those, I don't know how to describe his music, but not wrestling related. Let's get into the wrestling related stuff. Alright, so I have it up on my phone right now. I'm on wrestlingrumors.net. I believe they have all the awards put down here. I'm going to go from bottom to top because I believe the top is the best award. It's like the Lou Thesz / Ric Flair Rest of the Year award, so I'm going to start from the bottom. So this is basically all the award categories of what I'm going to go through and put my opinions on it. So first award we have is the best pro wrestling documentary goes to Andre the Giant's HBO documentary. I have never seen that documentary. I've heard from various amount of people that it is a very good documentary that I probably should check out. I feel like now that I don't have a laptop, and I'll probably have the time to actually check it out, so I might have to see all the good words about. So second, we have the best pro wrestling book goes to Pro Wrestling in the Tokyo Dome by Chris Carlton. Chris Carlton actually commentates for New Japan Pro Wrestling, their English commentary every once in a while. I think he's actually a pretty good, a decent commentator. He really So Dancing in the Dark song. As a commentator, I think he's okay, but as far as he's there to really translate everything from Japanese to English, I think he's really good in that department. So I'll give him that. I did buy his book Eggshells, and I never got a chance to read it. So I figured, not on a laptop, I'll probably have a chance to read it. Might have to buy Pro Wrestling in the Tokyo Dome as well. So yeah, that too. Next up we have Worst Gimmick. Goes to Constable Corbin. Yes, I fucking hated Constable Corbin. I mean, first of all, Baron Corbin as a wrestler, I always thought he was pretty novice. Like, in NXT, I thought his gimmick was cool, and End of Days finisher was so fucking awesome. Then he went to the main roster, and I was like, yeah, 2017 Rumble, he did okay, you know. 2018 is when it all went downhill. After he lost to John Cena at SummerSlam 2017, went all downhill from there. But yeah, best gimmick, Velveteen Dream. 100% agree on that. Velveteen Dream is the fucking best. Promoter of the Year, Takaki Kiranani. I do not know who that guy is. You guys can, you might be able to translate that name a little bit better than me, if you guys could see it. So he won. I know that's not ghetto from New Japan Pro Wrestling or WWE, so it's probably like Noah, or please don't quote me on that. It might be a Japanese promotion, might not be. Best Booker ghetto. There he is. Best Booker ghetto. So he had New Japan Pro Wrestling down last year, as he should. I thought he definitely deserved that award. His worst promotion here. Worst promotion of the year, WWE. 100% agree. They put on more trash last year than they put on actually good content. And I know a lot of people say, oh, well, NXT is its own entity. NXT counts as WWE. See, Lexi. So, the good really came from NXT. All the other stuff is just like, yeah. Worst feud of the year. Sasha Banks versus Bayley. Do we even really count that as a feud? You know what I mean? Like, that feud was on and off. Then there was that one segment where Bayley was like, no, not Bayley. Sasha was showing how she really felt about Bayley, and she was like, "What did Sasha say?" She said something along the lines of, she's like, "Bayley, I love you, I need you," or something. Like it was. I thought we were about to see some HTLA in there, but sadly we didn't get that. And the storyline was kind of like The storyline kind of just went on pause, then it came back, then on pause again, then it became a tag team, and then they started losing all the time. So yeah, I agree with that sentiment. Worst match of the year. Undertaker and Kane versus Shawn Michaels Triple H at Crown Jewel. I did not watch Crown Jewel in protest. I've still not seen Crown Jewel. I've not seen this match in full. I've seen like clips of it. From the clips I've seen, it was a terrible match. From all the reviews and everything I heard people say, it was a terrible match. So I'll just agree with that. Worst television show. WWE Raw. 100% agree. Most disgusting promotional tactic. WWE business ties with Saudi Arabia. 100% agree, especially after the whole Jamal Khashoggi thing, which everyone's seemingly kind of forgot about. Yeah, I didn't forget about that. So yeah, any future Saudi Arabia show I will not watch. Just not get into that kind of shit. Best wrestling maneuver. Kenny Omega's One-Winged Angel. I think I agree with that. One-Winged Angel was a pretty cool move. No one ever kicked out of it last year. So yeah, it was the most protected move of any wrestling move there was last year. So I'll agree with that. Dave Meltzer so far has been on a roll. I haven't really disagreed with anything he said so far, but watch the next thing he says is going to be like, Worst major wrestling show. WWE Crown Jewel. I heard it was a terrible show. I don't know. I never watched it, and I never plan to watch it. Best major wrestling show. New Japan Dominion. This is the one where I feel like it might be a little touchy, because a lot of people say, oh, Dominion was great, it was awesome, it was this, was that. Dominion was a great show. I'll give them that. I remember Wrestle Kingdom 12 a lot more than I do Dominion. Like, of all the matches that happened on Dominion, the only one I remember was Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada. That's the only match I remember from Dominion. But Wrestle Kingdom, Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho, Kazuchika Okada versus Tetsuya Naito. You had what was it? It was Lij, Evil and Sonata. They went up against the Young Bucks, I believe. Cody versus Juice Robinson. Not Cody versus Juice Robinson. Cody versus Kota Ibushi. I maxed that up for a second. Juice Robinson faced somebody else on that show. I remember most of the matches that from that show, but Dominion, it was only that one match I remember. If you ask me, I honestly thought show of the year should go to NXT TakeOver New Orleans. That show, top to bottom, was just amazing. But Dominion would be a close second to me, maybe close third after Wrestling 12. Worst television announcer, Jonathan Coachman. I guess I could agree with that. I don't know. I didn't watch Raw enough to really say so, but I guess. Best television announcer, Kevin Kelly. Yes, Kevin Kelly has done wonders for New Japan's English commentary. When I first started watching New Japan Pro Wrestling, I only watched Japanese commentary. So when I started watching English commentary, I was like, I was used to the whole enthusiasm and kind of understanding the Japanese one. But Kevin Kelly has really helped me learn a lot of the storylines, everything. He keeps up with all the talent and the moves, and everything's insightful. He doesn't seem very scripted, like someone's telling him what to say. Kevin Kelly is definitely one of the best announcers out there, period. End of story, so I definitely agree with this. Best non-wrestler, Paul Heyman. I didn't watch WWE enough to agree with that sentiment. Non-wrestler? Who would I say is the best non-wrestler? Like, I guess I'll go Paul Heyman because, like, everyone I really evaluated from this from this year alone, I think, has been a wrestler. So I guess I'll go Paul Heyman. I really don't have too much of an opinion on that. Rookie of the Year, Ronda Rousey. I guess I'll go with that. I think a lot of people who say Ronda Rousey is a bad wrestler. I think they're just really saying that because she didn't start off wrestling and she's the outsider because she's a UFC fighter. Like Ronda Rousey, I think Ronda Rousey is a good wrestler. I think her character now, it fits her. However, the whole, going off script all the fucking time, I think that's a bit something I wouldn't do all the time. I think they're kind of starting to overdo that to a very strenuous point. But nonetheless, what's going on after this? We have most underrated goes to Finn Balor. I guess Finn Balor would be underrated in that sense. Who would be most underrated for New Japan? I'm going to backtrack real quick. I'm going to change Rookie of the Year from Ronda Rousey to, obviously, if you guys watch my channel enough, Shota Umino. Obvious reasons, Shota Umino is a young lion in Japan, one of the best down there in my opinion. He should be going on an excursion very soon, and for those you don't know who he is, you'll know who he is when he goes on an excursion to New Japan. I mean, not New Japan, Ring of Honor or Ring of Rev Pro. So, Rookie of the Year goes Shota Umino. Most underrated, I guess I'll go Finn Balor. Most overrated, Baron Corbin. I think to be overrated, you have to be praised a lot, and I don't see a lot of people praising Baron Corbin, in my opinion, so I don't want to go with that. In terms of my most overrated wrestler of the year, who would I say is the most overrated? Maybe Braun Strowman. Don't get me wrong, I really like Braun Strowman for a very long time, but then they started to diminish his character by having him lose and lose and lose and lose, and never won the Universal Championship from Brock Lesnar. So after a time, I just stopped giving a fuck about Braun Strowman, but there's still a lot of people on the Braun Strowman bandwagon, so in that sense, I think he's the most overrated. Best flying wrestler, Will Ospreay. For a long time, I won't give the devil his due, but I will give him his due now. Will Ospreay is definitely a good wrestler. For the longest time, I considered him a spot monkey who no-sold all the time, but after his match with Jay White, I think he's kind of won me over in that sense, so I guess I'll go with that. Bruiser Brody Memorial Award. Best Brawler, Tomohiro Ishii. Yeah, I'll go with that, or you can go with Minoru Suzuki. Either one. Bryan Danielson Award. Best Technical Wrestler, Zack Sabre Jr. Yeah. Most Charismatic, Tetsuya Naito. I think a dead ringer for that award probably could be Johnny Gargano, but we'll go with Tetsuya Naito as well. Not to take anything away from him, because he definitely is most charismatic. Most Improved, Adam Page. Adam Page, oh my lord, this guy blew me away towards the end of the year. At the very beginning of the year, I said he was like Adam Cole light, and then by the end of the year, I thought he was like one of my favorite wrestlers. So yeah, I definitely will go with that. What? Now my lips will bark at me. This is the thing about being on my phone. I can't edit this shit out. Feud of the year. Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa, 100% agree. It's so sad their feud is kind of put on ice once again because Tommaso got injured, but definitely was one of the best feuds of I would say it was the best feud of last year. A lot of people might say Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada, but I would say that would be feud of 2017. Nonetheless, definitely deserves to be up there. Best box office draw, Conor McGregor. I don't watch UFC. Women's MMA MVP, Amanda Nunes. I know who they both are, I just don't watch UFC. Women's Wrestling MVP, Becky Lynch, 100% agree. Non-heavyweight MVP, Will Ospreay. Think I might give that one to Mr. Shota Umino, but Will Ospreay works as well. Europe MVP, Walter. Think I'll give that one to Ilya Dragunov, but Walter works as well. Mexico MVP, LA Park. I think I might get that one to Bandito, but LA Park works as well. Japanese MVP, Kenny Omega. See, now that one's not really fair, because Japanese MVP should go to a Japanese wrestler. I know Kenny Omega's been in New Japan for a very long time, so he's a New Japan wrestler in many people's eyes, but he's not Japanese, so I would not put him under this category. He should go to Japanese wrestler. Call me what you will. If I had to go for any other Japanese wrestler in the world not named Kenny Omega, I would go with Kazuchika Okada. Definitely should be MVP there. United States, Canada MVP is AJ Styles. Now, that should go to Kenny Omega. I will give that to Kenny Omega. MMA match of the year, Justin Gaethje versus Dustin, I don't know who these guys are. Pro Wrestling match of the year, Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada at Dominion, June 9th. Guys, I was live for Johnny Gargano versus Durande Cianamas at NXT for Philadelphia, so it's kind of hard to not go with that match. So I'm gonna go with that match. Don't worry, Kenny Omega Okada second for me, but Gargano Almas was amazing. It's one of the best matches I've ever seen in my entire life, live and just in general. So I gotta go with that match. Best weekly TV show, NXT. I didn't watch NXT really much at all last year, so I really can't say NXT. But I know NXT has a lot of good stars down there, so I'll agree with this sentiment. I will. Best on interviews, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan really got good this year with interviews, because I remember previous years he really wasn't all that good when being called when it comes to be charismatic, so I will give him that. Another dead ringer for interviews. Who's another dead ringer? Will definitely have to be Samoa Joe. That guy is just so damn good on the mic, but I don't think there is a best promo card of the year award, so I guess I'm gonna lump that in there. So we'll go with Samoa Joe. Tag team of the year, the Young Bucks. I think I might go for Punky 3K there, but that's a little bit of a bias on my end. So Young Bucks, I guess that works as well. Most outstanding fighter of the year, Daniel Cormier. Once again, didn't watch UFC. Most outstanding wrestler of the year, Kenny Omega. I'll go with that. I agree. MMA most valuable, Conor McGregor. Okay. Lou Thesz Ric Flair Award, Wrestler of the Year, Kenny Omega. Close second? Maybe even third. Listen, Kenny Omega, amazing wrestler, puts on some of the best matches this year, but I could not find it in my soul to give him this award. I couldn't. It would either have to go to Okada or Gargano. They, in my opinion, put on some of the most... Yes, you could put on great matches. You could have a great match, but if the match isn't memorable, then it's not anything above that, in my opinion. And I feel like I can tell you more memorable Johnny Gargano matches than Kenny Omega matches this year. I feel like I could tell you more memorable Okada matches this year than Kenny Omega matches. I probably could tell you more memorable Tomohiro Ishii matches than Kenny Omega this year. Not taking anything away from him, because Kenny Omega's amazing. I love the guy, but I don't know. I feel like Dave Meltzer kind of went a little Omega crazy on this award. Nonetheless, guys, that was the News Observer newsletter, whatever awards. Tell me what you guys think down below. Who should have got what awards? Do you guys agree with my opinions? Do you guys agree with Dave Meltzer's opinions? I'll put the link in the description for if you guys want to go look at it from yourselves. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. This is a long video, so it might take a while to upload from my phone. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Peace out, guys. Woo!